Hello, my all students. I am R.K. Rodak coming with a new management course never before. It's based on Kathopanishad and the theme is how to become a successful manager, stress-free manager, ability to take high stress at higher position, best performing manager, real professional, managing relationship, money, position, social life, materialistic life and spiritual life, managing good health and wealth, improving intellectual level by studying from the scholars of the subject, and understanding the secret of upgrading ourselves. We don't have competition to anyone. If we have the competition, that competition is with myself only. And first lesson of how to become a good manager starts with a question: what after the death? Oh, you are listening correct. What after the death? There are the many guesses. No one knows. Few says there is no life after the death. Few says we go to heaven. Few believe in rebirth. Few believe that we can be tree, animal, aquatic, birds, deathly hollows, or human being after the death. Few say soul goes to super soul. To some it's puzzle, to some it's guess, and few enjoy talking about what after the death. Kathopanishad is a concept to learn art of dying. Biggest science ever scriptured. Kathopanishad in first lesson tells and start with a shalok. Om Sahnao Vavtu Sahnao Bhunaktu Sahviryam Karvavahi Tejasvinav Adhitamastu Ma Vidvisavahi. Om Shanti 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 Om. What does it mean? It means, oh my God, protect us both, the teacher and the student. May God nourish us both, the teacher and the student. May we work together with energy and vigor, the teacher and the student. May our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility, the teacher and the student. May God protect us both. So why I say that there cannot be teaching a profession, because a lawyer or doctor has clients. Patients who come to doctor are his clients, as their files are with him. Doctors sell their practice. There is also relationship between a professional and a client, but this relationship established by a monetary payment. And in a same fashion, I can say I am a professional cricketer. I am a professional tennis player. But I am a professional teacher. If I say so, it means all my students are my clients. Can I say that I have classroom of 150 clients? Can I say that? Impossible. Even if you are giving classes such as tutorial classes, you cannot call those who take lessons and help from you as your clients. I don't consider teaching a profession. It is the teachers that make the institutions. They are never a vidyarthi, but they are always a gurukul. The caliber of teachers make the difference in learning process on the part of students. I always find a few things that make a person a good teacher. So, in first prayer, in first lesson, what the Kathopanishad is saying, may our study be enlightening and not giving rise to hostility. May God protect us both. May God nourish us both. May we work together with energy and vigor. Om, peace, 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 and peace. A mother is not related to the child for any reason. Mother cannot say that this child is my client. It is a relationship, since by blood or through choice she has chosen to bring up a child. Same relationship is between a teacher and student. May our study be enlightening. And if we understand what does the Gurukul means, it starts with Vishwajit Yag performance to win whole world. Just imagine what it is, Vishwajit Yag, a practice to win the whole world. Lesson number 2 is, no one remain the master or ruler for long. It's matter of time. It's impossible to win whole world where we all are fallible and mortal. Alexander the Great, Queen Victoria, Hitler, Genghis Khan, Ravana, Yudhishthir, Shumb Nishumb, Mahishasur, Hiranyakashipu, Jalandhar, or even Lord Rama, incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Impossible to win whole world where we all are fallible and mortal. Mahatma Buddha said, winning our own mind is bigger success to win the whole world. I am repeating. Winning our own mind is bigger success to win whole world. This world belongs to no one and cannot be powered. This world belongs to everyone. Remove every from everyone. This world belongs to one. One and only one, and that's one. This world belongs to no one and cannot be powered. This world belongs to everyone. What is the motto of our life? To upgrade our life. It has nothing to do with Vishwajit. What we will gain by winning the world? More responsibilities, more stress, more liability, more burden, more and more. It's a game to win oneself, myself. It's a game to win our own mind. What it is happening in just lesson number 2, Vishwajit Yagya, performance to win the whole world. All meet together near to the king to perform Vishwajit Yag to win the whole world. This concept is not real concept. Lot many people have tried and failed. They might have succeeded for a very short span. But what at last? All have gone empty-handed. The last wish of Alexander the Great was, when you take me after the death, don't cover my hands, which can tell everyone that we go empty-handed. Whatever we have acquired is going to remain here. I am not telling you not to acquire anything, but that's not the motto of your life. Your motto of the life is not to win the whole world, Vishwajit. Your motto of the life is upgrade yourself. Some scholars have said, I have the pity for the people, those who cry for the money. They should cry for the power of knowledge. Money will follow at its own. Money will follow at its own. I am repeating. Scholars said, I have pity on the people, those who cry for the money. They should cry for the power of success, power of knowledge. Money will follow at its own. Same I am saying to upgrade our life. It has nothing to do with the Vishwajit. If we are capable to win ourselves, then the whole world will come at its own to us. It's a game to win oneself, myself. So, this is the beginning. Slowly, we will understand what's endowment. Then we will understand why it is important to remain stable in all the circumstances. Be cool, calm, and courageous. Why anger is our biggest enemy. Why the managers should contribute honestly. Managers cannot be silent speculators. They contribute, they correct, they take the responsibilities. We will understand the good managers are analyst, executor. We will understand mental age has nothing to do with the physical body age. It's totally different. Your mental age, your physical age, your intellectual age is a totally different concept. We may talk about few theories. Samuel Morton, Paul Broca, James Kettle, Alfred Bennett, Theodore Salmon, Henry Herbert Goddard. We may talk about it. We'll talk about possibility of intelligence. We will talk about why to respect our clients and guests. We will talk about don't be afraid of strongest. Strongest can be your biggest strength. We will talk about correct your mistake at your own. We'll talk about why important is to accept the deal which is offered and it is reasonable. We'll talk about why I'm saying accept the deal. It reminds me the quote of George Soros. What he said, I am only rich because I know when I am wrong. We all never come to know that when we are wrong. We all think that we all are perfect. We are not at all fallible. We are immortal. But George Soros is saying, I am only rich because I know when I am wrong. I basically have survived by recognizing my mistakes. First of all, we don't recognize where we are wrong. And so why we keep repeating the same mistakes again and again. We don't do any new mistake. If we will do new mistake, we can be rewarded. But in whole our life, we are doing the same, repeating the same mistakes. George Soros is saying, I am only rich because I know when I am wrong. I basically have survived by recognizing my mistakes. I very often used to get backaches due to the fact that I was wrong. Whenever you are wrong, you have to fight or take flight. When I make the decision, the backache goes away. George Soros, I am only rich because I know when I am wrong. This is secret of the life. Not secret of George Soros only. This is a secret for all. What the determination is, what the fearlessness is, why it is important to look for long term. Don't run from the pain. Live pain, then joy will come. Pain may be for a very limited period, but joy will be forever. Pain can be for few days, few months, or few years, but you will be able to tell your success story for throughout the life. That success will give you joy for the whole life. We will learn that you can see the opportunity by if you intend. Look at the clouds. You see what you have in your mind. You can see the opportunity if you intend. We learn that all. Story is not going to stop here. It is the just beginning. Which is seen is not always true. We should look at what is after the 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. There are the more risk in long run, but there are the more opportunities also. Strike when there is an opportunity. Patience is the name of the game. It's a connection between the body, mind, and intelligence. There should be a bridge in between these three. Tummy say it's full. Mind will say it's taste. Intelligent will say, will trigger problem to health if consume more than required. Body is saying tummy is full. Mind is saying it's taste. Intelligence will say alert, be alert, be alert. Biggest lesson. Don't fight too small. I will explain it. If you want to make enemy, make a stronger enemy, bigger enemy. Don't fight too small. And for today, I have given you, briefed you about what the course is, what would be the beginning, and how we will be able to achieve it. I will like to finish it